Certain things in life you may like, but people make you feel guilty about it. I will not feel guilty about voting LeBron MVP. That's coming up.
Thanks, Colin. Time for our final topic of the day. LiAngelo Ball declared for the NBA draft yesterday. Just hours later, he scored 72 points for his Lithuanian team. But a journalist that was covering the game said it was worthless because they were playing against a youth team. Shannon, what's LiAngelo's future as a player?
What? In the NBA? The only draft he's going to now, the military, President Trump just got $700 billion for the military spending. So he might get drafted by the military, Army, Navy, Air Force. He ain't getting drafted by no NBA skip. This is laughable. His future is where it is right now, in Europe somewhere. He's not getting drafted. He's not going to play for the Lakers. That's not happening.
I just hope this story doesn't turn out as sad as I think it might.
Yes.
Because I feel so sorry for the middle son, because remember, the middle son is 6 feet 5 inches tall, and the father keeps saying he's a power forward, or at least a small forward. He's got his ball body, right?
Call me. I'll teach him some techniques.
Okay.
We get him a try in the NFL.
Right. His little brother is 6 feet 6 inches tall and has some handle on him and can shoot it. That's the young one. And the older brother, we know, can really pass it at 6 feet 7 inches tall. So the middle one is only 6'5", and he's going to get drafted by an NBA team. And I've talked to a bunch of NBA people. Nobody even has him on the radar because there's no college tape of him.
Skip,
right?
say that again for the people in the back that they were talking.
Yeah.
So say that again for the people in the back that was talking. NBA people that you're talking to do not have him on what?
Radar. On the radar. Like they're not even, oh, yeah, we checked.
And you know, radar pick up stuff from a long way.
Oh.
They said they got submarines can pick up northern from 3 miles, Joy.
There's no college tape on him. He didn't play college basketball.
He was going to come off the bench in college. So he's going to come off the bench in college, but he's going to get drafted in the NBA. Now, if he's 7 foot tall, now we're on a different ball game, Skip.
Yeah, I know.
But he's not 7 foot tall.
He's the shortest of the all kids. That's just like sad to me.
And
don't do this to him.
He was the least heralded of the Ball brothers.
Yeah.
No, don't feel sorry for him. That's his dad. His dad chose this path for him.
Oh.
So you got to ride that ship out. You got to ride that ship out.
You can't knock him for trying, right? What's the worst that can happen? He doesn't get drafted.
Him not going to the NBA.
Well, it's worse things. That's it for us. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 Eastern. Right now, Colin Cowherd tells you why everyone should admit LeBron should be the MVP. The Herd starts now.
Say it again, Colin.
This is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, we are live in beautiful Los Angeles. iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. Christine Leahy is back off assignment for a big, shiny, famous show and network.
American Ninja Warrior.
Yes.
I heard that you were up to some crazy things yesterday while I was gone, talking mostly about the man behind you, and you saved that argument for when I wasn't here.
No, I actually I'm starting my show today with actually that person. And I'm always very, I always, because I talk a lot of LeBron, and I don't want to go overboard, but I do want to start my show today with something. There are certain things in America people make you feel guilty for liking, like popular music. I remember one time I went to a concert with U2, and everybody's like, oh, U2, sell out, U2. They sold out the Rose Bowl, if that's what you mean by sell out, and they sold out, the New York Stadium and the Dublin, Ireland Stadium, and if you're calling me a sellout, yeah, they do sell out every concert. Every time U2 tours, they're the most popular band in America. So I guess you're right. They are a sellout. You like Taylor Swift. You like the show Bachelor. You're successful, have a little wealth. You go to Starbucks. Whoa, not cool. All right, I'm Captain Not Cool. You know what else has fallen into that category? Saying LeBron should be the MVP over James Harden. No, I'm supposed to feel guilty about that. So yesterday, LeBron James was asked, who would you vote for MVP? And LeBron James said, I would vote for me. The body of work, how I'm doing it, what's been happening, keep this thing afloat, I definitely would vote for me. Uh-oh, LeBron, you just became popular music, The Bachelor, success and wealth, U2. going to Starbucks to get your coffee. Hold on, LeBron. Here comes the hate. Forget the fact that if you just had a blind resume, rebounds, advantage LeBron. Assists, advantage LeBron. Defense, advantage LeBron. Field goal percentage, advantage LeBron. Effective field goal percentage. That's what the MIT, Harvard nerds like. Advantage LeBron. But I want to go to another point on this. I'm a guy, and I'm a talk show host. So for a living, get that camera right on my face. I talk. And my whole life, people have told me, my wife has told me, my kids have told me, Dad, you got to listen better. Okay. So I'm going to listen to you, the audience. Last year, you lectured me. Triple doubles mean everything. I'm like, it's a stat. They're kind of cool. But last year, Russell Westbrook won because, most triple doubles. I'm a talker, but I'm listening to you. Triple doubles do matter. And this year, LeBron's got 16. James Harden has 4. I'm becoming a better listener. As a talk show host, blah, blah, blah. I got to start using these. Last year, I said, I don't really care if in the NBA a guy misses a handful of games, superstars rest. Colin, you need to be a better listener. Okay, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm listening. Ability matters. James Harden's missed 9 games this year. Last night, he wanted some rest. LeBron's missed 0. Bagel, donut, 0. Okay, so let's establish the fact that I am not guilty. I don't feel guilty. Being successful, going to Starbucks, liking U2, having once listened to Taylor Swift and enjoyed it, watching The Bachelor. I'm not guilty. And voting LeBron MVP over Harden. You go blind resume, it's not close. James Harden inherited CP3 this year. LeBron got Isaiah Thomas off surgery. You may want to listen to me now about that. LeBron and James Harden, let's consider the coach. James has the best offensive system and the offensive coach in the NBA. LeBron's coach, wait. He doesn't have one currently. He's sitting out health reasons. I won't feel guilty. After the show, I'm going to go to Starbucks, go to popular YouTube, listen to Taylor Swift, go home, watch The Bachelor.
Get crazy.
And I'm going to vote LeBron MVP. No guilt. In fact, remember that LeBron song we had? Here's what's remarkable. Every year in the NBA since he's been here is reasonably the same. I'm going to play it. And with one exception, it's the same story last year as it is this year. The LeBron song.
This thing right here is letting everybody know who should be the MVP. Colin, these lyrics crazy. I just want you to know that. Check it out. Harden could be MVP, but he coughs at the ball and he don't play it. Got more turnovers than the bakery. No stats that big while you asking me. Westbrook been really hot. Then again, he missed a million shots. Some nights he can't hit the parking lot. Try to say he's freaking loco. KD hurt his knee. This shit won't be Steph Curry. Kawhi, Now let's go to the East. Show Isaiah need to up his game. Say me honest, but I can't pronounce his name. It's so wrong if you don't give it to LeBron.
The only difference is Isaiah Thomas is now a Laker and KD's back, not his knee is hurt.
And James Harden. That was not accurate about James Harden this year.
Let me shift gears.
What?
Let me shift.
Okay.
One of the great things about this country is, and this is not true with all countries, is choices. You can join this club. You can live in that state. You can take this airline. You can stay in this hotel. That's what's great about America. We give you choices. I've made bad choices. I've made some good choices, hopefully more choices that were good than were bad. But America gives you the opportunity to join the club you want to. Mike Tomlin, I've been critical of him, but I will not deny he is all football, young, relatable, pro player, and to deny any of those would be foolish, would be utter nonsense. Mike Tomlin, and you know I'm not a celebration guy, came out yesterday and said, personally, I don't like them. I think it takes away from the game. It's not a good look for young people. Now, I want to let that soak in for a second. I don't talk race on this show much. I am called a sportscaster. Sportscaster, broadcasting sports. So I overwhelmingly talk sports and not politics. But occasionally something will come up and will make me think of race. If Mike Tomlin was 66, rigid, system over player, it would be very easy to take his comments today and say, old, out-of-touch white guy. He is the singular NFL coach in America that relates to players, that is to a fault pro players, that is to a fault overly emotional and passionate. And he doesn't like celebrations. So let's get back to the club thing I talked about moments ago. When I say celebrations, you know who I think of? A handful of players. Gronk, Cam Newton, T.O., Ocho Cinco, and OBJ Ping. I want to now mention great players that don't celebrate or never did. Walter Payton, Larry Fitzgerald, Russell Wilson, Emmitt Smith, Julio Jones, Barry Sanders, Joe Montana. What club you want to be in? In America, you can pee in an end zone, but I'm going to lump you right in with T.O. Or you can hand the ball to the ref, and I'm going to lump you with Larry Fitzgerald, the late, great Walter Payton, Jim Brown. You can go to that steakhouse tonight, bro, and wear your hat on backwards and have an NFL jersey on. That's what's great about America. But you will always be a bro. America gives you options and choices. And Mike Tomlin, the single most relatable pro player, passionate to a fault, African-American head coach, not the old man at the hardware store, total nonsense to lump him into that group, doesn't like celebrations either. Join whatever club you want to. Wear that Niner jersey. Have that Falcon hat on backwards at Ruth Chris. You're allowed to. But you'll be joining a club, bro. Good to have you in. Yesterday, there was a very interesting reaction to acquisitions by a certain NFL team. And it may work, and it may not work. I'm certainly no expert on how chemistry works in professional locker rooms. It can implode, and sometimes it works. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I'll try to offer some context about it. That's coming up next. Here's why I'm a big fan of Simply Safe. By the way, I'm a fan of home security to start. Simply Safe, young college kids got robbed, didn't have the money to pay for a security system, so created their own. It was called Simply Safe. And it's not only here, it's better than ever. A storm takes out your power. Live in the Northeast, that's happening a lot. By the way, 2 days ago, Edison in California shut off my power. Now my toaster won't work. I called Edison.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Why? Anyway, I'm on a tangent now. Lose your power.
Working.
Intruder cuts your phone. Simply Safe is still there. No contract, no hidden fees, $14.99 a month. Despite the fact they have improved it year after year. Right now, go to simplysavecolin.com, simplysavecolin.com. Protect your home, protect your family today. All I know is I have to buy a new toaster. It no longer works. In L.A., it's the Herd.
Witness an MLS soccer rivalry in the making.